How's it going, Fleetwood? I'm Theodore Cayley.
And I'm Sydney Guida.
And today is Friday, February 2nd, 2024, and it's a day 4. The ASVAB is being offered on Wednesday, February 28th, free of charge for juniors and seniors. There are a few spots open for any students who are interested in taking the test. Please see your school counselor to sign up for more information. First come, first serve.
The Walking Dead is a famous TV series that has lore which spans across multiple intriguing seasons. With a story like that, it's perfect for a video game adaptation. Aiden took it upon himself to look more in depth into it.
The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 1 is a video game made by the company Skydance. It released on PC VR, PSVR 2, and MetaQuest 2 on January 23, 2020, and it's $40. The game is about you, a tourist, visiting New Orleans, but then out of nowhere a virus spreads, and there's zombies. You wash up from your boat at a graveyard, and there you find an old man, and he talks to you. Then you have to go on a mission to fix a radio. After you fix the radio, you start talking to this guy named Casey. At first, he doesn't trust you, because he doesn't really trust anybody. But then he warms up to you, and he asks you to go around and fix water pumps, because he is stuck in a bunker called the Reservoir. The Reservoir is a bunker filled with supplies that 4 sides are trying to get. And then you also have to travel around New Orleans and complete missions for other people that you meet. The 4 sides are the Tower, a group led by a woman called Mama. They are survivalists living in a skyscraper in what was the central business district of New Orleans. The Exiled, no one really controls them. The Exiles are a loose collection of survivors in New Orleans who have been banished from the Tower. The Reclaimed. The Reclaimed seek to live in a new world free of the rules of the past. They also practice ritualistic revenge on their path to justice. They are ruled by a man named JB, and a lone survivor called the Tourist, which is you. So will you be able to help Casey and other people and take the reservoir for yourself? You'll have to play the game to find out. If you like a good scary zombie game, you should get The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 1, and be careful for those zombies, they bite. Signing off for Tiger TV News, I'm Aiden Smeltzer.
That looks really fun. Have you seen The Walking Dead?
No, I actually haven't, but I've heard the games and the story is really good. I haven't played the VR game, but that does look really fun. So maybe I should check it out. The Relay for Life Club is running their annual matchup fundraiser for American Cancer Society. Please fill out the free questionnaire using the link in your grades Google Classroom or the QR code in the hallways and cafeteria. If you'd like to purchase your results, you will be able to do so in February. See Mr. Biniak if you have any questions.
All first semester psychology and American government students should return their textbooks to Mr. Weiss by the end of the week.
When's the last time you helped out in your community? With clubs like Student Council, FBLA, and Relay for Life, community service opportunities are all around. Sydney stopped in herself for more information.
On Monday, January 15th, Fleetwood students from Student Council and FBLA gathered to bake cookies in Miss Kinney's room for the Keystone Villa. This is one of the many events the school hosts for community service opportunities. TV media wanted to shed light on the good students do for our community while gaining service hours that may look attractive on NHS and college applications.
It's incredibly fun and you meet many new people, and it's a really good feeling to know that you're helping people.
Students baked dozens of oatmeal, sugar, and chocolate chip cookies, and, after they cooled, TV media visited the Keystone Villa with them. Student Council and FBLA are great clubs to join if you are looking to help the Fleetwood community and gain service hours. Reporting for Tiger TV News, I'm Sydney Guida.
Wow, that actually looks like a really fun way to get community service hours.
It was, and it was definitely tasty.
Oh,
That's
so
for
you
sure.
got some cookies.
We did, more than a couple.
They were good.
They were really good, so they did a very good job.
Now it's time for sports. Let's toss it over to Brody to see what's happening in the world of athletics.
Thanks, Teddy. This week in sports, there isn't much. In the NBA, Joel Embiid is out tonight with an injury. Now here's Teddy and James with the NFL.
Welcome back, everybody, to our football preview and review of last week and for the Super Bowl. So I guess we'll just start with the NFC Championship game and how disappointing it was. So first off, before the game even started, Travis Kelce was throwing Justin Tucker's equipment in the pregame.
Yeah.
That's just really disrespectful, especially Justin Tucker, because, best kicker of all time.
I really can't begin to, like, so much news has come out about Travis Kelce at this point that just starting to disrespect him as a player. I can't see him in the same light as I can Jason Kelce at all. Like, it's just like you have the good, it's like yin and yang. You have the good and you have the bad. There's good in the bad and there's bad in the good. But still, Jason Kelce is the good, Travis Kelce is the awful.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I mean, he's not horrible, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I love their podcast, he's funny and stuff, but like, you can't just disrespect another player and then not expect backlash. Like, now he just seems like an awful person.
I know, like, I'm not really liking him a whole lot.
No.
Because of that.
Not at all. I mean, I saw I swear ESPN and the NFL on TikTok have just been posting non-stop videos of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift after the Super Bowl and how, oh, it's such pure love. And all the comments are like, dude, their love is so pure and it's so beautiful. She walked away so that Jason Kelce and Travis Kelce could have their bro moment. And it's like, dude, like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
thanks. I don't care really a lot about what Taylor Swift did, other than the Chiefs beat the Ravens. So, like, I'm more mad about that than Taylor Swift leaving them to make sure that they could have their bro time. Like, I don't care.
Even
I'm
my
sorry.
parents, they just don't care.
Yeah,
They realize the fact that the NFL themselves are,
Yeah.
like, they're just putting Taylor Swift out and everything. All right, so next, Zay Flowers fumble at the end zone. This was really disappointing. Well, the whole game was disappointing.
The whole
I'll
game was
just say that.
disappointing. But okay, in the beginning, like the first quarter, for the first half, it was not bad. It was a good game to watch. It was exciting. I mean, you had Lamar Jackson, that duck and then dart to the end zone for
that
Zay
was
Flowers to
impressive.
get that touchdown, which was beautiful. And he's done that before. I remember they showed a clip of him doing it before against, I think it was also against the Chiefs. Or it might not have been, I don't know, don't quote me on that. But it's such an incredible, Lamar Jackson in the pocket is probably one of the best quarterbacks. Like, his mobility is insane. He knows exactly how to, like, maneuver around in the pocket and he spotted Zay Flowers for that touchdown. He's really good at that.
I think it's just a rookie making a rookie mistake.
Yeah, you
don't-
can't always expect them to be perfect. I mean, he's insane still. I mean, he's still such a really good player. And, I mean, he wasn't even in the end zone. He just, he fumbled, but it came out of his hands before anything. So that was really upsetting to see. And then the triple coverage and interception by the Chiefs.
I don't understand why he threw it. I don't really think that they were in, like, it's not like they had to manage the clock and, like, go for the end zone.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't understand why, especially because Isaiah Likely's big, but he's not that big. I mean, I like him, but I just don't understand. Well, something I want to add is that the Ravens running backs only touched the ball 6 times. Why?
Yeah.
Like,
And that's
you
a
have
problem.
a good run game
Yeah.
throughout the whole season, and now you use them 6 times?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I mean, he was just, like, relying on Zay Flowers a lot, and his wide receivers just, but like you said, like, it's insane to me how your running game can be that good and you don't use it.
The Chiefs beat the Ravens.
The Chiefs beat the Ravens.
17-10. It could have been tied, and maybe Ravens would have won,
Yeah,
but
could have been tied. 17-10. Chiefs take it. Chiefs going to the Super Bowl. Lions versus 49ers.
Lions had the lead 24-7. I forget in which quarter, maybe before half.
It was before half. Before half.
They blew it. They blew the lead. And I feel like that's kind of credited to Dan Campbell's gambling and risky calls and always going for it on 4th. You could get the easy field goal points, but I feel like that kind of played a factor into them blowing their lead.
Yeah, that you could always respect Dan Campbell's plays. I mean, he really goes for some ambitious things, and I mean, it paid off for him. You know, it pays off to be risky. It really does.
Yeah.
The Lions, like you said, they blew a 24-7 lead. Really sad to watch. You know, we did predict the 49ers were going to probably take it.
Yeah. But we
wanted
the Lions.
Ravens Lions, because
Yeah.
who wouldn't?
I
That's
know.
like the angel. That's like the holy grail
That's
of
what
Super Bowls.
everybody wanted.
Yeah. But you know, Christian McCaffrey deserves the Super Bowl. Brock
Yeah.
Purdy's young. Give him a Super Bowl. Yeah, I really think. I mean, with Christian McCaffrey's season, he instantly deserves the Super Bowl. He has been crazy this whole season. And I mean, like I said, Brock Purdy, he's a good quarterback, and he's a young, spry individual. And you know, Patrick Mahomes doesn't need anything else. all
Yeah.
right? We're good. I'm done with that
Mahomes.
crybaby Mahomes. You know, ref kisser Mahomes. We don't need anything. We don't need him. All right, we don't need him again.
I have here, apparently Taylor Swift may not be there at the Super Bowl.
She's in Tokyo right now. She's doing a show in Tokyo. But, I mean, 13-hour flight, but she has a jet. She has a private jet, so she could be there. We don't know. I mean, I wouldn't go because, personally, if I have a concert and I have to fly back to go to watch a football game, I'm going to be dead. Because you're
Yeah.
flying from Tokyo, Japan to where's it being held?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. You know, Tokyo to Las Vegas, 13-hour commercial flight, but even shorter in a jet.
I feel like what you might forget is that she was probably awake during the whole day in Japan.
Yeah.
She has to fly 13 hours back in time, and then she has to
Stay awake for the Super Bowl, which is a very energetic
Yeah.
place. She's not going to be able to do it. She's
I
not
don't.
gonna do that.
I
I don't think she's going to be
it's
the Super
going
Bowl.
to happen. So for a lot of people, that's a
So
win.
thank God, we won't see Taylor Swift in the Super. Hopefully, we won't see Taylor
Yeah.
Swift in the Super Bowl. If we do, whatever. You know, it's.
It is what it is.
It would just mark the worst. If the Chiefs win, I'm gonna say the worst NFL season I've ever seen. They did their best, you know. The
Yeah,
Ravens, the
I
Lions.
guess they did.
It would have been great. Would have been so good. At least the Chiefs and Lions.
Yeah, either one or the other. Ravens,
One of the
49ers,
Ravens, 49ers, Chiefs, and Lions. I would have been so happy.
Yeah.
Because the Lions would have made it to the Super Bowl, Ravens would have made it to the Super Bowl. I wouldn't have to see Patrick Mahomes again.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Yep, not mad at all, actually. I'm disappointed.
I'm just disappointed that it all just fell off. All right, everybody. So, I guess that's it with our weekly recap. But we'll see you guys after the Super Bowl with the Super Bowl winner.
See you guys at the Super Bowl.
Thanks. Next up, congratulations to Aiden Sumas for hitting 1,000 points and a career-high 26. That's all for sports this week. Back to you, Ted.
Thanks, Brody. Now it's time for our weekly segments. Here's Miss Diodata with our beloved Random Ramblings.
What is the hardest math equation you know? My third year in college, I took this programming and Mathematica course. So it's computer programming, but a lot of math in the computer programming. And I remember our professor started the class by showing us this warm-up problem. And it looked like an easy problem. And then we actually started solving it. And he later told us that it is insolvable and it's impossible to find the right answer for it.
Thank you for that, Miss Diodata. We can't wait to see what you bless our ears with next week. It's been warmer out lately. Let's see what the future holds for us with Weatherman Dan.
Thanks, Sydney, for that nice introduction. Finally, nice to hear someone else's voice besides Teddy's. But let's look at the weather today. And oh shoot, sorry. Actually, let's talk about it. So it looks like we're gonna have an early spring because it's Groundhog Day, because that filthy rodent didn't see his shadow, and I'm really happy about that. But let's move along and see what today's weather is rather than the future's. And look at that, 39 degrees Fahrenheit with a little bit of mist, and it looks like it's gonna be a nice day for you to go outside. Well, just don't get too lost. Sunday and Saturday looks like it's gonna be sunny, so go outside and look at that sunshine. And let's look at the map, and it looks like there's nothing really important here, so I just like to say back to you, Sydney.
for Tiger TV News this Friday, February 2nd.
We'll see you next week with some more of the happenings around the school.